Good evening, teacher. My name is Shirley Bacasela, and today I am going to talk about the techniques to teach vowels, consonants, intonation, and word stress in English as part of the integrate lesson. I will also provide the activities that can be used to improve the pronunciation. First, let's define what an integrated lesson is. This type of lesson combines the four main language skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. The purpose is to help the students develop fluency and the accuracy in the harmonious way through the use of the grammar and vocabulary. Elements of pronunciation. To begin, it's important to identify the four main elements of pronunciation. First, vowels. English has 20 vowel phonemes, which can be long or short. Consonant. The language also includes 24 consonant phonemes, which vary according to the point and the mode of articulation. Intonation refers to the melodic partners in sentences essential for expressing emotion and meaning. And the last, word stress. The stress on certain syllables within a word, which can change the meaning. Techniques for teaching vowels. To teach vowels, I recommend the following activities. Activity 1. Minimal pair games. Here, the students practice subtle difference between words, such as long and short vowels. For example, see it and sit. Activity 2. Color underlining. Students associate color with long and short vowels, which facilitate their identification. For example, the word sheep and sleep with long vowel are marked with the color blue, while the word sheep with short vowel are underlined with the color red. Techniques for teaching consonant. To work with consonant can be applied these activities. Activity 1. Sound classification. Here, they classify problematic sounds such as B and B. Identify their difference. B, it's pronounced by pressing the lips, stopping, and then releasing the airflow. And B, it's pronounced by touching the lower lip with the upper incisor, restricting but not stopping the airflow. Activity 2. Mirror game. Students observe their articulation in front of a mirror to improve a specific sound, and they identify if the air explosion or vibration, as for example in the word bat and pat. Techniques for teaching intonation. Intonation can be addressed with the following activities. Activity 1. Dramatization with emotion. Students identify change in tone and identify the emotion. For example, when expressing a surprise or question. For example, in the sentences like, tomorrow we are going on a trip. Students interpret the sentences with different emotion, happy, angry, or sad, to notice how the intonation change. Activity 2. Follow the partner. The objective is identify the rises and falls of pitch in the sentences. For example, an audio recording of sentences such as, "What are you doing?" will be used where the students listen to the recording and draw rising and falling lines according to the intonation patterns. Techniques for teaching word accent. Finally, to work on word stress, we have two activities. Activity 1, syllable clapping. While clapping, they identify the stress syllable in words such as present. In the activity 2, word raise. Students underline the stressed syllables in the words quickly and competitively. For example, record and record. In the activities, finally, we have two activities where can integrate pronunciation, intonation, and accent. The first one is through the role plays, where the students can act out everyday situation, such as a conversation in a store. And the second activity is the using a simple song to practice pronunciation, stressed syllables, and intonation through the repeated listening. In conclusion, these techniques allow students to develop pronunciation skills in a dynamic and integrated way. By combining games, hand-on activities, and the use of the visual and the auditory resource, students become familiar with key aspects of English pronunciation, resulting in the more effective and natural communication. And that's it, and thank you very much for your attention. And here we have the reference.